One fighter jet, $2 trillion. Let that sink in for 3 seconds because that number isn't the price tag. That's just what it will cost taxpayers to keep this plane flying for the next 60 years. I'm talking about the F-35 Lightning II, the most expensive weapons program in human history. More expensive than the Apollo moon landings, more expensive than the entire interstate highway system, more expensive than most countries' entire GDP. And today, we're going to break down exactly why, piece by piece, dollar by dollar, this jet became a financial black hole that swallowed more money than any machine ever built. If you're new here, I'm your host on Aerostrike, where we break down the world's most advanced war machines and the billion-dollar decisions behind them. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because by the end of this video, you'll understand something most defense reporters get completely wrong about this jet. Let's get into it. The unit price trap. Here's where most people get confused right away. You've probably heard the F-35 costs $80 million. That number is real, and also completely misleading. That $80 million is just the flyaway cost of the base F-35A model, basically. The sticker price for the jet rolling off the Lockheed Martin production line in Fort Worth, Texas. No weapons, no spare engines, no maintenance contract, no software support, just the airframe. But here's the twist. The F-35 isn't one jet. It's 3 completely different aircraft wearing the same name. The F-35A, the cheap one, built for runways, used by the US Air Force and most export customers. The F-35B, the short takeoff, vertical landing variant used by the Marine Corps and the UK. This one has a massive lift fan system bolted into the fuselage, and that complexity alone adds tens of millions to the price. And the F-35C, the Navy's carrier variant, with reinforced landing gear, folding wings, and a beefed-up airframe built to survive, being slammed onto a moving aircraft carrier at 150 miles an hour, over and over, for decades. 3 different jets, 3 different production lines, 3 different cost structures. That's problem number 1, and we haven't even gotten to the part that actually bankrupts budgets. The real money pit sustainment. Here's the number that should actually terrify defense budget planners. It costs roughly $36,000 per hour to fly a single F-35 per hour. Multiply that across a fleet of over 2,400 jets the US alone plans to buy, flying for 60+ years. And you get to that jaw-dropping $2 trillion lifetime cost number. Why so expensive to operate? 3 words. Stealth coating maintenance. The F-35's radar-absorbent skin isn't paint. It's a precision-engineered material that degrades every time the jet flies through rain, heat, or humidity. After every mission, technicians have to inspect, patch, and reapply sections of that coating, a process that can take days, not hours, and requires climate-controlled hangars and specially trained crews. Then there's the software problem. The F-35 runs on more than 8 million lines of code, more than almost any weapon system ever built. Every upgrade, every new weapon integration, every cybersecurity patch has to go through this software backbone. And for years, the jet's logistics software, first called ALIS, now being replaced by a system called ODIN, has been plagued by delays, glitches, and cost overruns that made it harder, not easier, to keep jets combat ready. Bottom line, buying the jet is the cheap part. Owning it for 6 decades is where the real money disappears. If this kind of breakdown is exactly what you come to this channel for, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button right now. We've got a lot more of this coming. Why the program spiraled. So how did we even get here? The answer is a design philosophy that looked brilliant on paper and turned into a nightmare in execution. One jet to rule them all. Back in the 1990s, the Pentagon had a genius-sounding idea. Instead of building separate jets for the Air Force, Navy, and Marines, build one aircraft platform that could be modified for all 3. Shared parts, shared software, shared production lines. Massive savings in theory. In reality, trying to satisfy 3 branches with wildly different requirements: a lightweight dogfighter, a vertical landing jump jet, and a carrier-capable bruiser meant constant redesigns. Every fix for one variant created new problems for the other 2. This is called concurrency in defense circles, building and testing the jet at the same time, and it's widely considered one of the biggest procurement mistakes in modern military history. Add to that Lockheed Martin's manufacturing reality. F-35 parts are built across more than 1,900 suppliers spread across the US and partner nations like the UK, Italy, Australia, and Japan. That international supply chain was designed to lock allies into the program financially, but it also means a single part shortage anywhere in the world can ground jets on the other side of the planet. Government watchdogs, including the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, have published report after report flagging cost overruns, missed deadlines, and readiness rates that routinely fall short of Pentagon targets. This isn't classified information. It's public record, and it's been public record for over a decade. So after all that, the delays, the trillion-dollar price tag, the maintenance nightmares, here's the question everyone actually wants answered. Is the F-35 actually worth it? Strategically? For now, yes, and here's why. The F-35 isn't just a fighter jet. It's a flying sensor network. Its radar, infrared cameras, and electronic warfare suite can detect threats before older jets even know they're being hunted, and it can share that data instantly with every other F-35, ship, and ground unit in the network. No other operational jet in the world does this at the same scale, across over a dozen allied air forces simultaneously. That's the trade-off buried in this trillion-dollar price tag. You're not just buying an aircraft. You're buying the most connected combat network ever built, one that ties together the US and its allies into a single, shared battlefield picture. Is it flawless? No. Is it the most expensive weapons program humanity has ever created? Absolutely. But whether that price tag was worth paying is a debate that will define military budgets for the next 50 years. What do you think was the F-35 worth $2 trillion, or the biggest blank check in military history? Drop your take in the comments. I read every single one. If you want the next deep dive on the jets reshaping global power, hit subscribe, tap that bell, and I'll see you in the next video right here on Aerostrike.